welcome everyone to the 740 show, episode 2. And tonight, we have a special guest. Citizen 2A Citizen is with us, but he is not with us at the moment. So I'm sure he'll be jumping back in. Jamie, we're going to kick it off with you, brother. What is going on?
Hey, man, thanks for having me. I'm looking forward to spending time with you guys. We've already met our guest tonight. Y'all going to really like him. And thank everybody out there for popping in and spending some time with us this evening.
Well, we're glad to have you, Jamie. And Hillbilly, what's going on with you, brother?
Hey, man. Just enjoying the night. Looking forward to the show. You got a great guest on, great panel here, and an awesome rock and rolling side chat. And I guarantee you, everybody over there in the side chat, for night's over, will definitely be going over and checking out and subscribing to your guest channel. There's no doubt about that. Some good stuff. Thank you very much, buddy, for having me.
Oh, you're more than welcome. Thanks for being here. Next, we're going to move on to Gene. What is going on, brother?
Hey, thanks for having me on tonight. Greatly appreciate it. I'm all good and fed up. I had me some beans and cornbread, ready for some good times.
Yeah, we're going to have fun tonight. Hopefully we'll get Serge back in here. Make sure he doesn't text me here. All right. Let's move on to Gary while I read this text. What's going on, Gary?
Well, if I can figure out the right buttons, we'd be in good shape. Hi, everybody. Just want to say thank you for having me. Look forward to it. Looking forward to meeting this gentleman again. He was just here a second ago. Hopefully we can get him back.
Yeah, he's said he'll be back in here in a second. So
hopefully we didn't scare him off.
Told everybody to mute up, and then he was gone. I'm like, oh no.
He might have hit the wrong button too.
Now we're getting back in here. Let's see. Might as well make a few announcements here real quick while we're waiting on Serge to get back. Tonight's giveaway is brought to you by Anderson Manufacturing. You can go over to Anderson Manufacturing's website if you are looking to build a new AR, pick up a Kiger, you need parts. Use the code Chris from the 740 for 15% off, and it is good on the entire website. We will be doing a show again next Thursday night, and it will be the SHOT Show pregame show. Gary will hopefully be on here with us again, and we've got a couple industry guys coming on, so we can talk to them about their what they think of SHOT Show, because their experience at SHOT is definitely different from the media's. So we'll get to talk about that. And then the following Thursday, we will not be doing a show here. Devin from Spectre Solutions will be doing his 1,000 subscriber party. I will be over there. We'll get links to Devin's channel out here tonight at some point. And then I'll remind everybody again next Thursday night on this show. But we will have him. I will be over there helping him co-host that show. Hopefully I will see everybody that is normally here on Thursday nights over on Devin's channel. So that is what I've got coming up. We still have no Serge. Kingpin's got the link out there to Serge's channel. Why don't everybody just type in 740 out there in the side chat so I can do a roll call, and let's see who all is out in the side chat. That'll make it easier than going all the way back to the beginning. Got Hillbilly Up is out there. Nick from Millsurp Duo is out there. Nick, I'm looking forward to seeing you in Vegas in a couple weeks, buddy. We're going to have a good time. Abigail Finnegan is with us. Hasbro is out there. Right Thing to Do is here. Buck is out there. Floridian is here. Dale Pogue. Brandon Switzer is back with us again tonight. Good to see you come back. Walter is out there. Gene is out there and on the panel. Low Ball and Outdoors is out there tonight. Great to see you, Alex. Thanks for coming by, man. Gary's out there and on the panel. Fluffy 10mm Jeep guys with us. Boomstick Revenge. Alaska One Andy. Bama Dad. Michael Dunn. Corners and Doors is out there. Jason Stewart. Bobby Barlow. Rich B. Matt is out there from RTT Guns and Gear. We got a new name out there. Very cool. Big Boys Noise is with us tonight. Thank you for stopping by. We are appreciative of that. The Armsman is here. And I think that is everybody. So, we still do not have our special guest yet. Let me text him back here and see. I don't know what is going on. We have not had this issue yet.
I had trouble getting in tonight. It took me 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, I don't know. Everything's running smooth. So I don't know.
Yeah, me and Kingpin put out Big Boys Noises channel. I went over and briefed it real quick and said, "Yep, looks like fun."
Well, I guess I should probably click on that too, huh? Now here I am shutting stuff off. I got to go in on the other channel anyway. All right.
It is the 4th Monday of the week.
Yeah, it's yeah, you're right. It's been a Monday all week, especially at work.
Man, yesterday I was washing brass, sorting, and looking for military primers.
All right.
At the same time, I take care of this. I put it in the dryer. Then I run over and do some sorting. And I go over and look at some Bourdain and Boxer. We're looking for Bourdain and Boxer primers. Then run back over. You know how the shop's laid out, Chris. I was at that station where I do the inspection, the wash station, the dry station, and the sort station all day, just rotating. Crazy.
You ever get to throw your dirty clothes in there too while you're doing that?
Yes. I have washed my shoes several times at the wash station. Not purposefully, but they have gotten wrong. It's amazing what a little Lemmy Shine and some Dawn dish soap will do for your sneakers.
Well, while we're waiting on Serge to get things figured out, Nick's got a question out there for Gizzard Gary and I. Said, are you guys looking forward to any new products at SHOT Show? We're not going to talk a lot about SHOT tonight because that's going to be all next week's episode. I did see a new gun today from Gerson that I am super excited to get my hands on. They're going to be bringing it out in a couple different camo patterns. Gary, anything you kind of got looking forward to right now?
Oh gosh, all kinds of stuff. Not any one thing. It's just this is my 4th SHOT Show, and I always look forward to them each year. I've got a lot of new companies, and I've been doing affiliate work with that I'd like to visit with, and just looking forward to the sights and sounds. I've got a whole list of people to go see and trying to figure out who to see on what day and everything else. So it's going to be a challenge. I mean, we're going to wear ourselves out. There's going to be a lot of walking involved. But it's a good busy week. So we look forward to it. It goes quick. It seems like such a huge show and there's so much to do, but man, before you know it, it's over with. So yeah. I can't wait.
All right. Well, we've got our special guest back. So I'm going to introduce you guys to my special guest tonight. We got Serge from Citizen to a Citizen. That is his YouTube channel. awesome gun content. He's got his own chat that he does called the 2A chat. Excellent to go listen to. I just started listening to one of the first episodes of it today. He does another show called Pause, where he kind of goes over news headlines and things like that. And probably got one of the baddest ass intros to those videos. It just makes you want to go to the range and shoot a gun. So without further ado, Serge, I am honored to have you on, brother. What is going on?
I appreciate that, Chris. Definitely humbled by even being on here. Like I was mentioning before the show started, this is my first live ever. Usually I just do recorded shows. So happy for the invite and just meeting everybody face to face and talking to them instead of on chat, putting a face to a name or a channel. So really happy to be here.
We're glad to have you.
Yeah.
I guess my question is, how long have you been doing the YouTube thing, and what was kind of your, what made you want to start a YouTube channel?
Well, so I tell you, my first video is about 4 years ago. Never took it serious, right? I maybe posted 1 or 2 videos, and I would say even more than 4 years ago. I'd say about 6 or 7 years ago, because it was before I moved to Charlotte. I just posted a video, and I didn't even have a channel name. It was at that point in time, it was just my name. But then I started seeing other people that I actually knew and met, like at SHOT Show, start off and doing videos, and this was like probably about 5 years ago. And when they got back from SHOT Show, I saw the videos up, and I'm like, hey, I just spoke to this guy. So I really started taking it serious. Really about two going on 3 years now. Started to get some equipment. Taught myself a little bit of editing. If you look at my earlier videos, I'll never take them down because I look at them and I laugh because they were pretty much elementary. Not that I'm too far off from it now, but a lot of progress in the last 2 years. But it's fun. When you really get into it and you take it seriously, it's a lot of fun, especially when you're out on the range, or if you're just having a conversation like we are now, exchanging ideas. Definitely inspiring. Just makes me want to keep on keeping on.
Yeah. Now your channel is pretty diverse because you're doing gun content, showing off, like you did a couple videos with the Prodigy when you got it, and
yeah,
you ran it out to 1,000 rounds, and you talked about the pros and cons of it. But then you have your show Pause, but then you're also doing the 2A chat. Is there which one of those, I guess, is one of your more favorite things to do? Or do you just kind of enjoy doing all 3 of those?
So to be honest, my least favorite is Pause, because unfortunately bad things that are happening in the news, because informational, and I try and draw people in, try and get different perspectives along the lines of what would you do, right? We're not looking for right or wrong answers. When I do those videos, we're putting it out there, for awareness, right? So that's my least favorite. My favorite, to be honest, is 2A talk, right? Because we cover topics that you don't see much covered on YouTube or in mainstream media, and I get to talk to like other podcasters that are not in the gun world. So you're getting my perspective, their perspective, things of that nature. And then of course, not to say my least favorite, I like doing the reviews, the gun reviews or the gun videos. I love it, but that's like, I just do it to do it, right? Not to get any type of any type of satisfaction out of it. I know there's people that have questions out there. Sometimes it's just showcasing a different look of a build that I'm doing, or any upgrades and things like that. So that one comes more natural than the other two, put it that way.
I like the video that you put out yesterday, and I like it when you do those videos too, where you were explaining to people how to go about doing an SBR on a brace pistol. That was a lot of good information. Yeah. I think we need to see a little bit more of that, probably, because there are a lot of people out there that don't even know where to begin with something like that. So that video was very informative yesterday.
Yeah, I had that one, and I to me, because I've known that for quite some time, but I didn't know the intricacies. So when I called the ATF just to get some additional information. The language online is a little vague for some. So I gave them a call, had some conversation with them, also checked on some items that are still pending approval. And they were explaining to me. Nice lady on the phone yesterday. Typically I get like real short answers, but she was definitely helpful. But a lot of people, and she even said it, a lot of people don't know. They really don't know this information. So I think the next couple of shows coming up, I'm really going to dig into other things that people may not know that might be helpful with some.
Yeah, I think that's great. I think it's a great idea. We got a question from the side chat out there. Brandon wants to know, what is the instructor's favorite gun or gun style?
So let me give you some history. I've always had semi-automatic striker-fired pistols. My very first hammer-fired pistol was the Prodigy, and my first hammer-fired pistol wasn't mine. It was a friend of mine's. It was the 5-inch, and I didn't shoot it that much because it was the early version where they were going through some problems. And I didn't want to do any upgrades to somebody else's gun, and he didn't want to do any upgrades. So I went ahead and got my own. And, I did a lot of research, a lot of studying. And before I even shot it the first time, as soon as I got it, I tore it apart. I had all the upgraded parts for it, EGW, lightning kit, ignition kit. I put on the toolless guide rod. I got an Atlas trigger and bow. Made all those changes, and then went out and shot it. And I got to tell you, my favorite gun right now is the Prodigy. My favorite gun right now is the Prodigy. Hammer fire, my first one. And that may change. Maybe down the line, maybe June, I might see a staccato, or you might see a staccato video pop out there. But yeah, right now my favorite is the my Prodigy. If I hadn't gotten the Prodigy, my favorite would be the SIG X5 Legion, P320 X5 Legion. I love that thing, and I'm getting. I think I'm understanding. For me, I like a heavier pistol, right? I've always been a Glock fan, polymer, steel, and I learned how to shoot. I can shoot well with those, but it's almost cheating when I shoot with the X5 and the Prodigy. So those two, Prodigy first, SIG second.
Real quick, we got another question out there from G-Webs. I want to say hi to a few other people here that have jumped in. Justin Grimm's out there with us. Good to see you, Justin. DJ Play Nice is out there. Red Raider Reloading has jumped in. Ghost Tactical is out there. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. And we're going to go back to G's question. And G wants to know any advice for people just starting out or thinking about getting started, making a gun or a 2A content in 2024.
Yeah, I have the greatest advice. Just get out there and do it. I never liked being in front of the camera, because I was never in front of the camera. Uh, I stuttered like I'm stuttering now, but way more. One of the videos I said about 52 times throughout the video when I first started. Um, find something that you're passionate about, and just turn the camera on and start talking. And you'll look at the video. It's gonna look and sound funny in the beginning, but the more and more you do it, it's gonna sound it is going to sound better. You are going to do better, and you're just having a conversation with the camera. And it came to it really the light bulb went off when I really sat back and thought about it, because during the day I'm a PM, Monday through Friday, right? And with that, I'm on Teams calls all day. So I'm in front of a camera anyway with people I do know and people I don't know. So what's the difference if I'm talking about something that I know what I'm talking about? So that's when it all clicked, and I got way more comfortable with it. And then I just started putting out videos. Not every video is going to be great, to be honest with you. Not everybody's going to click on it, but as long as it's out there and it's existing, you're winning. So my best advice is just start making videos, start making the content.
Yeah, I gotta agree on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the more you do, you get it. You finally start to find that comfort zone, and then then you want to start pushing the envelope a little bit. All right, well, okay, I'm getting comfortable here. Let's try something new. And I think everybody should try it. I think, I mean, I'm so thankful I did it that I got over my fear of doing it and just started doing it. So
yeah, that's the biggest thing. That's the biggest thing. And what I've also learned is don't reinvent the wheel, and don't overthink it. There's nothing wrong with going to your favorite YouTuber and seeing what they're talking about, and kind of drawing from that and saying, hey, well, he did it like this, he or she did it like this. I like that, but now I want to do it like that. Make it your own. There's nothing wrong with that.
I agree. Big Boys Noise wants to know, do you like being an instructor better than recreational shooting? I guess we probably haven't told everybody that what you do for a secondary job.
Yeah. Do I like being an instructor? So I got a weird answer. I like helping people at the range, right? So before I became a certified instructor, it was basically me and a couple of my neighbors going out there and shooting, and I would go out, help them, show them how to shoot. And this was like every other weekend we'd go out, and only one of them had a pistol. So it'd be me bringing pistols and rifles and just having fun. And my wife basically said, you should turn this into a business, because you do it all the time. I'm like, yeah. So
he's roboting bad, isn't he?
I started not to like it when I turned it into a business. Simply in the beginning, I like it now, but in the beginning, you got your paperwork. You have to make sure everything is in order, and then you have to
Hey, buddy, you're roboting really bad and your frame's freezing up. It might be the bandwidth on your internet. So if you want to try muting your camera, that might take care of the bandwidth and we can hear you better.
All right, let's try that. How
It
about now?
happens to all of us. Yeah,
Does
we
it
You're
sound better
sounding
now?
really good now.
Okay. Where did I get cut off at?
Kind of started roboting real bad right at the beginning when you were talking about being an instructor and whether or not you enjoy it. We kind of lost about all of it.
Oh wow. Well, so let me give you the short answer. I like it. I like it now because I've learned after my third class to do smaller classes. But it really started out just a hobby of mine before I got certified. It was more fun then because it was just me going out with my neighbors and shooting and showing them how to shoot and how to hold a pistol, how to hold a rifle, things like that. But when it became a business and now you're taking just people who have never ever shot before out and it's a group of them, it becomes a little bit more difficult. But I've overcome that. And it's a business, so I enjoy it now.
All right. We got another question out there. I'm going to bring this back up. I started. Brandon out there wants to know, can we go around the panel and everyone give their favorite gun that you have currently just to hear what different people like? Let's kick this one off with Gene. Let's start down at the bottom.
Well, now, can it be more specific, like favorite range toy guns, favorite competition gun, favorite? Let's see. My favorite gun in my possession right now is my 10 Folio Gold Custom Eric. That thing just drills a medium steel plate at 25 yards, rapid fire. Ting, 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 ting. It's crazy. Crazy. Love it.
All right. Gary, what do you got right now, Kurt, that you just really enjoying?
Well, I think there's something to be said to the gun you carry. The one you trust to be with you all the time is probably, arguably, your favorite gun. To me, that's the Sig Sauer P365. It might not be the fanciest, the nicest, it might not be it's a good range gun. Is it a great range gun? I've got better, but as far as the ability to carry it with me, the way it feels in my hand, it's just right. So for me, I guess I'd have to call that my favorite gun.
That's a great answer. I want to say hi to Kyle Wade real quick. Kyle's out there. Oh, we lost Serge again. Let's go on, Jamie. What's your favorite gun right now?
I have to say my favorite is the one my channel's named after, my Smith & Wesson 586 357 Magnum 6-inch barrel. But there is another one that's coming up close. Last year, maybe the year before, I acquired a Ruger Blackhawk in 44 Special. It's a Lipsy gun, and when I got the gun, I had no idea what it was, and man, that thing's immaculate, and it's so fun to shoot, and it's such a good caliber and so inherently accurate. So one of those two. I mean, I carry a Smith & Wesson Shield in 40, so that's what I carry. And so going by what Gary's criteria is, that's far from my favorite. It's just what I can conceal and what I carry, and it works every time, no question about that. But like we were talking about before we started the show, I prefer revolvers to plastic semi-auto handguns.
Yeah. All right, Hillbilly, it's your turn.
Getting ready to make some people laugh, but if you say my favorite gun to go out and shoot, it's the High Point carbine.
Hey.
Yeah, of course I don't carry it every day, but got like the Rossi. I mean, there's so many great guns, but if I go, a bunch of friends of mine, we're going out and shooting and everything. If I don't bring that thing, they get upset, and I must have to go back home and get it. Everybody just loves shooting it. It's just a fun gun. So,
yeah. Hey, it's if it's what you like, it's what you like. I always enjoyed taking my High Point carbines to the range. So,
yeah.
Real quick, I want to say hi to Sarge from C4 Defense. He's out there in the side chat, and I don't know if we've said hi to Hasbro yet, so I want to say hi to Hasbro. Had a bunch of people posting out there what they like. Last one, Andy says Smith & Wesson 57, 41 mag, and his Springfield Armory trophy match. Looks like Surge is getting ready to come back in. We all know what Daniel's gun is right now. He's loving that Shadow 2 compact. Ron Wayne has joined the chat. Good to see you, Ron. And
everybody.
There we go. We got Surge back.
Yep.
So I guess my favorite right now is it's been nice. I had a red dot to review that actually would fit on my Rock Island TAC Ultra. It was just nice to get it back out to the range. I love shooting that gun, that double stack 1911. And it's just I've really been enjoying shooting that here lately. And I really just want to get the new gun out to the range tomorrow morning. I have not got to shoot it yet. I've had it for 5 days now and I haven't even pulled the trigger on it yet. It's driving me nuts. So
You will love it.
I hope so.
I had the SAR 9. I had the SAR 9X and the SAR 9X Platinum. And both of those were fabulous shooters, man. Accurate. They were fast. Yeah, you'll like it. You'll be happy.
Well, it feels great in my hand. I love the way the thing looks. But I said the same thing about the Beretta APX A1 Tactical. So we see what kind of dumpster fire that was. So,
well, let me tell you what. I liked it so much, and it felt so good and was so reliable. I put a holster on the side of my bike, and that's the gun I used for when I rode my bike.
Yeah, nice.
So it absolutely fabulous. The next one I compare it to is the TSOS PX9 because it has the same style grip panels where you can change all three around in small, medium, large. And it comes with a magwell.
Yeah. I like the SOCOM. You can actually change the back straps and the side panel. It's just that configuration. You can just get that gun set up exactly how you like it. So, and I mean, for the price, I mean, that gun, I thought it was a steal, really. I mean, what I paid for it. So
I'll have to, next time we get together, I'll bring my TSOS PX9 and you'll see it's almost the same with.
Yeah, I heard that.
With back strap, side panels. Great trigger. Nice shooter.
Real quick, and we're going to move on to Surge here on this question, but I really want to thank Matt. Matt, you didn't have to do that. I appreciate it. And you're welcome, man. I love doing this. It's a lot of fun. Surge question was, and I think we already know the answer, but the question from the side chat was from Brandon was, what is your favorite gun right now?
Right now, it is, if we're talking about handguns, it is that 4 1/4 Prodigy.
Yeah, it's a sweet gun. And what you did to it's really sweet too.
It's 4 1/4 Prodigy right now, and that may change down the line, but
Armsman said he's had a SAR 9 for 3 years. Nice shooter, built well. He likes it. Artec said he likes his PX9.
Yeah, both of those guns for being budget guns, you can't beat the SAR because of everything that comes in the box. It's a well put together package, as well as the PX9. You can't go wrong with either of them.
Sarge from C4 Defense out there said my P365X with the 407K. Very cool. Oh, somebody's got a birthday tomorrow? Well, happy birthday Eve, Hillbilly.
Oh, thank you, buddy. Appreciate that.
Birthday on a Friday, too. Very cool.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Happy birthday, brother.
Happy
Thank you.
birthday.
Appreciate it. I'll be 25. So
Again.
yeah.
Is this your second time around at 25?
A few of them, yeah. And I also want to shout out Miss Wayne. Her birthday is the same day. It's tomorrow too. And so we figured out we had birthdays on the same day, so we're birthday buddies. So
very cool. Well, Brandon said he loved all the answers. It was a great question. Thanks for throwing that out there. Hasbro said his favorite is his revolver, his Ruger Super Red Hawk in 454 Casull, and his second is the Canic Rival. I like 454 Casull. That is an awesome round. All right, we got Surge back. Well, we had him for a sec. All right.
Well, he knows he doesn't have to stand outside the door. He can come on in and have a seat with us.
You got a bunch of happy birthdays coming in out there.
yeah, man.
Yeah,
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah.
And Surge, I was wondering if that's a nickname or whatever. Cause I thought, well, maybe it's because you surge in and out of the live stream or something, maybe, buddy.
Pistol Pete said it's Joe Biden's birthday tomorrow too. He'll be 110 years old.
For the second time.
Thanks for birthday. Happy wishes out there, everybody. Thank you. I appreciate that.
To
All
you
right.
and to Misty as well.
Yes.
Brandon's got all the great questions tonight. So now the question is, any that you genuinely do not like at all? I got a couple of those. I'll start on this one. I've got a Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 380. I hate that thing. And I have a love-hate relationship with the Beretta APX A1 Tactical. I'd have to say those are my two right now that I don't care for that I have. Serge, you got any guns that you bought and you're just kind of like, I don't like this gun? He might still not be. All right.
You might be muted, buddy. If you're talking, we can't hear you.
All right, Gary, we'll move on. You got one that you just kind of wished you didn't have?
All right, you're doing the hillbilly, Gary.
Well, that's in honor of his birthday coming up. I thought I'd do that for him. But no, what I meant to say, or what I did say, and you didn't hear, was that I had one at one time that I didn't like at all. But as far as guns that I currently have that I just can't stand, no, not really, because I tend to get rid of things I just can't stand. So, but there was a particular Taurus, the Taurus Spectrum, that was just an absolute crapshoot from the first time I took it to the range. And it got one more chance, and then it went bye-bye.
Was that little 380?
Yes.
Oh my God, I had one of those.
Yeah, they're
Oh.
horrible.
Oh my God. Just trying to rack the slide was you needed a pair of pliers.
Oh.
It was terrible.
Real quick, let's say hi to Weston Probst is out there, and Mr. Bob has come back again tonight. Good to see both of you out there. Artax said the Ruger LCP 380. Dale says the Ruger SR9C. It's not looking too good for Ruger handguns here. Jamie, you got one that you just don't much care for?
You mean now?
Yeah.
Or that I've already gotten rid of? I had one of those Taurus TCPs, which was the predecessor to that Spectrum thing. And I took it and shot it for about 2 or 3 months and traded it in on something else. And I was shocked at how much money I got for that thing when I traded it in. I mean, I didn't lose a penny on that gun, but I'm kind of like you, Chris. I got this APX thing that I'm not real happy with yet. I'm hoping we grow on each other, but it ain't looking promising from the get-go.
Yeah. You just got to keep shooting it, I guess, and you might halfway like it at some point. But, Matt out there said most revolvers, the SIG P320 and the CZ Scorpion, can't stand them. Gort says the Walther PK380. I have one of those. I kind of like it, but it's definitely the worst Walther I own. I'll have to agree on that. Sarge says the Saber 5.56 he got. He hasn't done anything with that one yet, he says. Abigail said Savage 64F. It's reliable, but the trigger is wobbly. Let's see what else we got out of here. 2A for USA. I have never seen that name out there before. We are very glad to have you out in the side chat. He said the Smith & Wesson Airweight in 357. I've heard that from a lot of people, that they do not like that Airweight. Matt's got all kinds he doesn't like. The Springfield XD, said it's horrible.
I like mine.
Yeah, I think some people like them and some people don't. I don't even think I've ever shot one. I've picked them up in the gun store and I didn't much care for them, but I do like that clone that you have. The what is that we shot at Dead Zero?
The BRG Elite 9 Elite or Elite 9 one.
I did like that gun, but I think it's because I like the grip. I like the frame on that one better than I do the XD.
I like that gun. I shot that gun significantly better than the APX. I'll put it that way.
I forgot all about the Taurus Curve.
I had two.
That's a weird looking gun. Gary said he had no interest in it. Gary's a Taurus fan even. He's not a fan, huh, Gary?
Oh my gosh. Ugly thing. The grip had a curve to it, man. It was just blocky and had no sights.
I'd have to agree with that.
Horrible.
Hasbro said the Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 380, worst 10-pound trigger ever made. I think you're giving that credit, saying that's a 10-pound trigger in that gun. Walter said he hates his Glock, he hates the Glock 21 and 23, but he likes his 34 and 35. Let's see. Brandon says, for me, it's accurate. Glock for the triggers. Being me too. He probably answered somebody else. I think we got Hillbilly left and Surge, but let's move to Surge. You got a gun in your collection that you just don't really care for?
Yeah, the Hellcat Pro.
I've never shot one of those. Artac says the 1895 Nagant, 29-pound double act.
That's because
Hey, check that out. Travis P11's out there. Travis says
Travis.
Clear to the Sky CPX2.
I
I got a friend who's got one of those.
thought Travis liked this guy.
Jason Stewart says the Colt Gold Cup has to be the worst. So bad you need half a dozen of them. He probably has half a dozen of those too.
I'm sure he does. I'm sure he does. I didn't get to go, but the worst gun I own now is the Ruger Max 380. Not last time I took it out, I realized how crappy it really is. So I carry it because if I gotta lose something, it might as well be the worst gun the gun I hate the most.
Now is that the newest one with the fiber optic sights and everything on it?
Yeah.
And you don't like it, huh?
No. After I thought I did. So but the last time I took it out and shot it, it was just like, yeah. Ooh. Every time I pulled the trigger, it was like, I shot a couple magazines and put it away. I was like, okay, I'm done.
I was actually looking at one when I bought the SAR, the SOCOM. They had one and I had the guy get it out. It felt pretty good in my hand. I like the look of it, but I haven't got to shoot one yet.
It almost hurts to shoot. It's yeah.
Hasbro said the worst ever is the Colt Python. If you have one, send it to me and I'll send you back a free high point.
Pretty good
Hey.
deal.
Hillbilly, there you go, buddy.
Yep. I like Abby's comment there. She said the Sky trigger is so long it's measured in days instead of pounds.
I got a guy that got a hold of me the other day. He's actually going to loan one to me for the channel. I'm going to do a review on one because I've always wanted to shoot one. So that'll be fun.
A Sky?
Yeah. Yep. Be something different. And I'm sure I'll hate it.
Have you ever shot a Jimenez?
I have not.
Okay.
I got one.
Well, let's see. Shooting a Sky is worse than Jimenez.
Yeah, I've never heard anything good about them, so that's pretty bad.
I'll tell you though, if you haven't had the chance to shoot the Altor, you really ought to try it sometime. It's a real treat. Then you won't complain about any of your other guns once you shoot that thing.
I watched a video yesterday. One Shot TV had the 4570 Cyclops pistol. And my hands hurt just watching him shoot that gun. That looked like the most miserable experience ever. So if you don't know what the Cyclops is, look that one up. Chambered in 4570. It's
Oh man.
You're definitely not going to go through a whole box of shells at the range with that one.
I've seen that one, man. That that looks like it's gonna hurt.
It looks dangerous, like it's just going to fly out of your hand. Christian Grest is out there. Christian said he's just dropping in to say hi. He worked 15 hours today. Well, we're glad you stopped by and said hi. Mr. Bob says, closest I have to a gun I don't like is the Taurus M66 357 7-shot revolver. Frame is kind of big. Different grips may help. Might check with Brownworks about that. There you go. Travis said he's been busy editing videos this evening. Great podcast. Hello, Hillbilly. Well, Travis, we're glad to have you, man. Thanks for being here. Travis been putting out some videos here quite a bit. He did a cleaning video. He's done a couple videos on his Coffee, Computers, and More channel. So, well, Tread, if he comes back, we will ask him that question. I'll star that one and we'll come back around to that. West Virginia Guns and Goats is out there. Hopefully we will have him on next Thursday night for the SHOT Show. Got a couple other people I got to invite. I got to get show together and get stuff out to everybody. Artac said he got rid of his Taurus 444. So, all right. Wish Surge would get back on. Brandon said his lady joined the live. Okay. I have not seen her out there, but I guess I wouldn't know who she was anyway. All right. Travis said his favorite gun right now is the Walther PDP full size. Yeah, I love my PDP. There, that might be her. Kinsey Ayers is with us. She said she's here to learn.
All right.
Well, hey, we're glad to have you. I don't know if we're the best people to learn from, but still glad to have you out there.
Man, Chris, for me, mainly the ones I don't like is just ones that's too small for my hand. The Glock 27, I mean, it runs and everything. It's just, you know, a little small for my hand. And I had a 380 years ago. It was kind of the same way. I'm trying to remember. I don't even remember what brand it was, but that thing is just so hard for me to handle. It's just so small in my hand that I don't care for them when they're like that. But I've also been gripping a basketball since 8th grade, so you know, I mean, but still, that's most usually my biggest problem is they don't fit my hand good.
I gotta agree on that. It's not, if it isn't comfortable, it's definitely not going to be fun to shoot. Chris Lang's out there. Let's say hi to Chris.
Hey, Chris.
Fluffy said he didn't like his Hellcat either. And he doesn't like his Canik MC9 either.
I won a Hellcat last year at the Buckeye Blast during a
That's right.
giveaway. And man, that thing, I just holding it in my hand, I didn't even shoot it. I sold it. I didn't bother doing a review on it. Nothing. I just sold it. Get out of here.
Let's say hi to James Pollard is out in side chat. He said he shot a Smith & Wesson 5.7 today in 5.7 by 28. Well, I don't have that one. I have the 22 mag, and I love it. So I probably would be a big fan of the 5.7. Abigail said she doesn't like the J-frame revolvers. She wants sights on her weapons. Okay. Mr. Bob said he's got to let half the air out of the palm of basketball. Chessboard is with us. Good to see you, Chessboard. Well, guys, we had a special guest, but he's having a lot of internet issues right now. I guess we could show everybody what we're going to do the giveaway for tonight. Okay. That's a great question, and we will get back to that. Let me show everybody what they are going to get tonight for the giveaway, and then we will get back to Kenzie's question there. All right, let me do this. All right. Okay, tonight we are going to give away the Anderson Kiger 9C sticker. We still got quite a few of these left. We've got the Kiger leather coaster, which is pretty cool. You're going to get a sticker pack from me, and you will also get the Chris from the 740 patch. And nobody has seen these yet. And there is only 100 of these. Mostly everyone that's going to end up with these is going to have to be at SHOT Show. But my new SHOT Show stickers came in today. So there are only 100 of these in existence. So, and then since I'm a big Star Wars fanatic, we've got the SHOT Show 2024. So
Nice.
somebody's going to win those tonight and next week. And if I have any left when I get back from SHOT Show, I may throw them in the store, or we may just give them away next year on the live show, or this year, I should say now. So anyway, that's what we're going to be giving away. The hashtag is hashtag AM15. And right now, there is only 2 of you entered in that. So make sure you get your hashtag. It is scrolling at the bottom of the screen.
I think Pistol Pete's got the wrong hashtag out there for the drawing.
All right. You guys talk amongst yourselves for a minute here. I got a text here from Serge.
So, Jamie, you excited about that? Is it a green dot or red dot optic?
Red. It's a red dot.
Red dot. You excited to try it out?
Yeah, I'm more excited about something else that I'm working on a video on right now. But
All right. There's Moo out there. Hey, Moo. What's going on, buddy?
look at those hashtags rolling in here. I think everybody wants to get their hands on those limited edition stickers.
See,
Yeah. I've already got all the rest of them. I just want the coaster and the limited edition stickers.
Yeah, that coaster's really cool because real men like leather.
Well, there's some names out there putting hashtags in. I don't know if Chris called out their names, but Floridian and of course Moon.
Floridian,
yeah.
It's the hillbilly in him.
Floridian.
one of these days I gotta have a long talk with that boy. They are shiny, ain't they, Brandon?
See, yeah.
Guns and barbecue.
There's Guns and Barbecue.
All right, guys. Serge is not going to be able to make it back on tonight. He's having way too many internet issues, he said, but we will definitely get him back on the show. He's a great guest. So we'll as soon as I get back from SHOT, we'll get him back on here.
Yeah, guys, really go check out his channel, man. It's a great channel. It truly is a good channel.
Yeah. He's doing some awesome stuff over there.
I hate that.
I do have his channel linked in the description of this live stream too. So after the show, if you guys and girls out there want to go over and subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it.
He would too.
Things would have worked out better, but
He seems like a really good guy, and just browsing his channel. I haven't got to watch any videos yet, but I'm definitely going to.
all right. Okay, we'll do the giveaway. Let's do 9:15 on the giveaway, and let's get back to Um, we're not going to be able to answer Tred's question because he's not here. So let's get back to Kenzie's question. She said, in y'all's opinion, what is the best gun for a girl that is just learning to get? Question mark. I don't want to put anybody on the spot. Does anybody want to start off with that one?
Well,
I
responded out. I responded out in the chat. Basically, it's just impossible to tell somebody what gun to pick up if you never met them, don't know anything about them. My advice was to go to the gun store, hold a bunch of different guns if you can, take them to a range and try them out before you buy, because it's just hard to tell what's going to work for you. You know, some people prefer revolvers, some people prefer big guns, some people prefer little guns. What's going to feel right for you? There is no magic gun that everybody likes. It's just not.
She said she shot a variety of handguns. I just don't want anything too small, but also not too bulky, something I could fit in my purse.
Kenzie, are you recoil sensitive of the guns that you shot? What felt good going off?
I'd like to throw something in there. Do not carry in your purse. Do not carry off body. Get something you can shoot comfortably that you can carry on your person. Purses are easily.
See there again, Gene. That don't work for everybody. My wife.
No, but rule of thumb is
of her job.
A purse is easily stolen.
Yeah.
There goes your gun. Getting to your gun in a defensive situation, zippers, buttons, Velcro, all of these other things that hold it in there are going to be an obstruction to you at that point because of nerves, fear, excitement, adrenaline. I hate to say it, but Christine, Ms. Hotshot has looked at purses and stuff, and I pull her away from them, and I tell her that's verboten. No. I want you to be able to defend yourself at a moment's notice, not have to fumble around inside of anything. That's my opinion. That's my opinion.
Yeah, and I totally understand where you're going to. Also, I've been told that a lot of times if a guy grabs a girl, first thing he's going to do is grab around the waist. And so, most usually he's going to, the gun's right there too. And so it's like a back and forth on that. For my wife, she goes in and out of places throughout the day. So she would have to be taking the carry out and, and storing it and then, and then putting it back in or whatever, which is possible. And there's no doubt about that. But for her job, she's tried both, and she's more comfortable with the purse. Plus she's carrying a revolver. All she knows, she just has to get her hand in that trigger on that purse and pull the trigger pointing, to the purse. So there's a lot of different scenarios. And that's what I was going to tell this gal is, man, it's such a broad range, I think like most people say it's self-preference, on a lot of it. I mean, my wife swore up and down that she wanted the Easy Shield. That's what she felt good with and all that. And then she ended up switching back to a Taurus revolver, on her own, And so it's so hard to.
Yeah, it definitely is a personal preference. I have revolvers around here, little small compact revolvers. If Ms. Hotshot wanted to start carrying one of those, she can. She prefers her semi-automatic or those. So, everybody's got a difference of opinion.
Yeah.
And it's whatever suits the person and their needs.
All right. So I got a question. Hasbro brought up the Easy 380, which a lot of people like that gun. And then Abigail said, don't go under 9mm. We'll burn through the panel real quick on this, but do you think 380 is a viable carry option? I do. I don't think there's anything wrong with 380. I think it's better. It's definitely better than carrying, say, 22 long rifle or 22 mag, where you're kind of dependent on a rimfire cartridge. They make some pretty hot plus P 380 rounds. Gene, what's your thoughts? We'll just burn around the panel real quick on 380.
I think 380 is fine to carry.
Yeah.
They make some really nice factory hollow point rounds, some self-defense stuff. I don't find anything wrong with it. Like I've said before, I don't want to get shot with a BB gun.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So a 380s, I definitely don't want to get shot with a 380.
No. And then Abigail brings up the Shield Easies. You can also get that in a 9mm. I mean, it's Gary. Thoughts on 380?
Well, the first 2 years I carried Jamie's favorite gun, the Taurus TCP, which couldn't hit the broadside of a barn with it, but it was technically a gun, and if they were close enough, it'd work. Then after that, I carried the Glock 42 for a couple of years, and there was nothing wrong with it whatsoever. So, and at times I do still carry the 42, so 380 will work. It's not my optimal carry now, but I don't have any problem going back to it. If I had to defend myself with it, I feel like I could. So, yeah.
Jamie, what's your thoughts on 380?
I don't have any. It's just not something I think about.
Yeah. That's fine. I mean,
I'm not being a smart aleck. I mean, seriously, I just don't think about 380. It's not, and I bought the Taurus TCP thing because I wanted my wife to be able to protect herself, and she shot that gun once and put it back down on the bench and put her hands up like that and turned around and walked away. And the reason is that there's not enough mass there to keep that, even a 380, from being really snappy. And I think what a lot of guys my age and with my experience, which is limited with semi-automatic plastic handguns, I think we look at 380 in that aspect. We look at 380 in those firearms, not understanding that there's a whole different class of weapon that you can put a 380 in that is not like that. Like, take the Bursa Thunder 380. I think that would be, if I'd have bought her one of those, she might would have carried it and liked shooting. But as it is, no, she doesn't carry.
Kyle out there said he rolls with a fanny pack carry on occasion. There we go.
Yep.
Sark said something out there about the purse thing, and I lost his comment. Maybe he can throw it back up there for me. But
I think he's just saying, don't let guys try to tell you what to buy or something like in that order or whatever, something like that.
But I'm a 357, 38, 40 Smith & Wesson. That's kind of where I'm at. I don't think much about 9mm or 380.
Sarge brings up a great point. He said, I think 380 is ballistically fine, but it's too expensive for what it is. And that's very true. I mean, 380 does cost quite a bit more than 9mm. I have a couple 380s, and I just have not got the dies and stuff to reload it yet. I don't know why. I probably got 2,000 pieces of 380 brass sitting down there in the reloading room. I need to get some dies and play around with it.
Well, see, that brings up another negative for 380. It's always jamming up your 9mm brass.
Yeah, when you're a reloader, you hate 380.
But if I could touch on what Jamie said, I'd have to agree with him. And like I say, I shot a 380. That Taurus TCP is just really too small for most people to handle. It's too little gun, too much recoil. When I got the Glock 42, on the other hand, it's a little bit bigger gun, a lot easier to manage. So I'm not a big fan of these super tiny little 380s. Shoot 380 if you want to, but shoot it through a gun that can handle the recoil, and you'll like it a lot better, and you'll shoot a lot better.
Yeah, I got a story on that. I mean,
Hasbro out there. Hasbro said 380 in your right hand and a white claw in your left. Just the threats will chase the perps away.
Oh man!
Go ahead, Hillbilly. I didn't mean to cut you off, buddy.
No, you're fine. No, I literally had the Rigger LCP 380 for my wife and one of my daughters to try, because I was like, yeah, I could trade. One of my buddies had this, and like I could trade for it, no big deal. And they both shot it, and neither one of them liked it. They're like, no. I think it was what Gary was saying. It was too much recoil in that for them in a smaller frame gun. Neither one of them liked it. But I agree. Go back to what fits your hand and you're comfortable with. And then I also seen a video one time. A guy, I don't know where he's at, but there's like this old Ford truck sitting there, evidently salvage or whatever. And he's talking about the 22, and he goes, well, people, a lot of people don't like, says 22 is not a, carry defense, around and all that. And after he talked for about 10 minutes there and stuff, he turned around and emptied that clip into the bedside of that Ford pickup. And of course, they went right on through, that one bedside. And he goes, who can live through that? So, I mean, I just think you're better to have something that you're comfortable with and you can handle safely. And I think that's the main part.
There's an old saying that says, fear the man with one gun.
Well, let's say hi to Baldwin Curious is out there. He's saying, what's going on here? And I heard through the grapevine that Bald might be meeting me out at SHOT Show. I hope that's true.
Cool.
And I want to say hi to Mark Thomas. Mark Thomas has joined the chat. And look at that. We got an Aussie out there. Good to see you, Aussie.
All right.
And our brother G23 is out there joining in. Right. We might want to make a disclaimer, Hillbilly, real quick. If anybody's watching over on your side, they are not going to be able to enter the giveaway unless they come over here.
Oh, yes, definitely. I got at the top of the side chat there. I put it in there and everything, but pinned at the top is the link to the main chat. So, yeah, make sure you get your hashtags in on not on my side, but go to Chris's side and put those in, so you'll be eligible. A lot of good stuff. You're not going to miss it.
All right, we'll give them 5 minutes, and then we'll do the drawing at 9:20. That'll give them a chance to come over, and we'll do it that way. Sarge out there said most people think they need some mythical ballistics to defend themselves. I agree with that. I don't want to get shot by anything.
Hillbilly, we want to know out there, was that a stripper clip, a paper clip, a chip clip?
Where at?
What kind of clip was that?
Oh, yeah. You have to give me. My grandfather that I shot with a lot growing up. He was in the military, and he called everything a clip, and it just it. I try to say magazine, but sometimes it just slips back there.
Yeah, I mean, you know, when you grow up like that, it's to hear that all the time repetitively. We're just playing with you. We're just playing
Yeah.
with
Well, he was shooting the military weapons, and that's what he had. And of course those are they call those clips. The
Mhm.
and with the stripper clip on them, and so yep.
My great uncle Russ. He was in World War II, and after he came back, he always called them clips.
Yeah.
The whole time I was little growing up, he'd call them clips. And
my grandpa said a magazine something you read, and a clip something you put in your gun. So
yeah.
Real quick, let's say hi to Gort. I don't think we said hi to Gort tonight. He's out there. Misty, Mrs. Wayne has joined the chat. Good to see Misty. Bald is definitely coming to SHOT Show, so that is awesome. I'm so ready to get on that plane and get out there. Brandon wants to know, do I have a merch store? I do, Brandon. All my videos have my affiliate links in the comment and the description. Go over there. That'll take you right to my merch store. There's not much in there right now, but Trent said saying clip is like saying hot water heater. Yeah, I'm a plumber. That one drives me nuts when I hear that.
Hey, Chris, my hot water heater's out.
Yeah, I always say, if it's hot, it's working.
Or it has been.
Yeah.
Well, I have to tell you, since you're a plumber, it's a real quick story. I knew a girl, actually friend of the family, and she moved out like at 20 or 19, 20, and was going to college, and she lived in an apartment. And anyway, her hot water quit working, and she called the water department and chewed their butt out.
I'm going to answer Bald's question here real quick. Bald, that's when I'm flying in. I'm flying in on Saturday the 20th and leaving on the following Saturday. I'm going to be out there for a whole week. So I think Eagle Run's going to be out early too. So maybe we can all get together before SHOT starts. We'll have Saturday and Sunday. So yep, I'm going to spend a little longer time out there this time. G23 posted my affiliate links. There's the website for that. I guess Sarge's coming out early too. Awesome. Hopefully I'll get to hang out with some of these guys this year. Last year I just didn't really get to see too many people after SHOT. So getting excited. All right, it's 9:20. Let's get this giveaway going. Going to share the screen. Gosh, we only got 30 people entered, and we got 56 people watching. So, all right, that's what it is. You guys ready to draw? Anybody?
Bald just got his in there too. So,
all right, we're hitting the button. Bama Dad.
Congratulations, buddy.
All right.
He just
Bama
made
Dad,
it.
I need you to, he was the last one to enter too. That was pretty wild there. Bama Dad, I need you to send me an email to chrisfromthe740@gmail.com with your address, and I will get those mailed out to you tomorrow.
There's a lot of stuff I could say right now, but I'm not going to.
Yeah, I was thinking the same.
All right. Very cool. Very cool. Well, we'll just stop that screen because he's out there and he knows he won. Brandon said he did the hashtag earlier. Hopefully it wasn't missed. No, it's pretty good at grabbing that hashtag.
So we got
Chevy
somebody
is
new.
out there. What's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Stopping by. Yeah, maybe Bama Dad's onto something. Be the last one to enter.
Wait till the tool comes up on the screen and then plug that hashtag in there.
Or who is Gary? Who's on your chat that's won like 25% of your giveaways?
Travis T.
Yeah, man. Travis T shows up. You might as well just figure you done lost.
And Travis T's not the last one to enter either. He just enters at any time and wins.
Yeah. Oh, Kyle, we'll definitely do that, man. We'll get together. So, Devin didn't show up tonight, but I think Devin's bringing his wife out, so that's going to be fun. My wife's actually going to have somebody to hang out with while we're out there. So,
James Pugh, hey buddy.
Hey, man.
good to see James. Hi, James. All right. Well, we got a half hour to kill here, guys. We gotta come up with something. Do we let side chat pick a topic?
We could get Jason Stewart on and me and him could talk about college football again.
Yeah,
That went over like
30
a
minutes ain't enough time for you two.
Yeah, I don't even want to bring that up, especially when our team up north that we totally hate is probably going to end up winning it all because I don't think Washington can beat Michigan. So I think Michigan's here.
for my friends from Ohio, and Lord knows they are numerous, I can't make myself pull for Michigan. But that's just because I love all you guys so much. But I'm no Washington fan.
I just don't care about Washington. Like, I don't care about either one of those teams. Like,
Yeah, you don't hate them. It's like me and 380. You just don't think about it.
Fluffy's even from that state. He said they suck. Man, I don't know, man. You guys, the Wolverines are something else this year. G23, of course, the guy that used to live in Washington is going to say they did better than this. Yeah, they did, but I still don't think they can beat Michigan.
Well,
I don't even like that foosball, and I'd rather cheer for the other team outside of Michigan, any other team.
Kind of torn on that one because I kind of want to see the Big Ten win it all, but I think Washington's actually coming over to the Big Ten. So,
Well, y'all could ask the Florida State Seminoles who could beat Michigan or Washington.
yeah, but
I don't think so.
Unfortunately, their opinion don't count.
gee, I'll take that bet. I will gladly send you $20. I pick a Michigan to win it all.
Anybody plan on seeing that new movie? It's going to be coming out, Civil War.
I didn't even know about that movie until I think earlier I was watching. I think it was Brandon. Yeah, I turned on Brandon Herrera's new video today. he was talking about it. So
Yeah, I think the trailer's been out for a week or so, but
I haven't watched the trailer yet. I was just watching what he was showing, but I don't know. I think it's going to be I personally think it's going to be a left wing propaganda film. And right before the election, imagine that.
Yeah, that's what I'm just really curious of how that's going to protect, project everybody. And so,
Have any of you all watched The Handmaid's Tale?
No.
man,
The Handmaid's Tale is a series about what happens when the left tries to overtake the right, and what the liberal society does to people. It's an interesting series. It's on Hulu.
well,
So I think Ron Wayne popped a question out there.
I'm going back to find it. Okay, there it is. What is your guys' favorite military firearm?
That we own.
Yeah, that's a better question. Is it one we own or one we like to shoot? Or
sadly, I don't own one.
I've only got like one Milsurp gun, and it was post-war, and I've just got my Walther P38, which I love, but Jason says the Garand or the Garand, however you want to pronounce it. That's a good one. That's definitely a hard one to beat. And I don't think any of us at Dead Zero are complaining when we shot Jason's Garand.
No, that thing's awesome.
Yeah, I'm hoping to get a Garand and an M1 handed down to me, but until then, I don't own one. Now, I did have some SKSs.
Chad Kelly's out there. I got to say the Garand is probably one of my favorites. I wished I owned one too, Hillbilly, one of these days. But I've never turned down the chance to shoot one. Super cool gun. Now, when it comes to like the full auto stuff I've shot, then it's a different story. But that Garand's right up there.
Hold on a minute. I own 2 Milsurps. Actually 3. Timothy Burkett. The caliber is .45. The powders I have are CFA pistol, sport pistol, tight group, BE86, HP 38. The bullet's 240 grain, which is the best powder.
Man, I've never used any of those powders for 45.
Power pistol is the answer, Timothy. CFA pistol will probably work. Tight group, don't go there. You're not going to get enough velocity out of a 240 grain and 45 with that. HP 38 might do well. But check your data. Get out there and get those books.
That sport pistol, that's a hot burning powder. That's fast.
It's been so long since I've loaded 45 because I've got tons of it already loaded that I bet I haven't touched 45 for a few years. But I think I've loaded all my 45 with power pistol.
I still got about a pound of that old school red dot left, man. I love that red dot.
Yeah.
Yeah, go with go with Tread or Jason Stewart's suggestions there. But my favorite 45 powder is Power Pistol.
I don't know if we said hi to Chad Kelly yet, but I want to say hi to Chad. He's out there. I probably did, and I got sidetracked. But yeah, if he can get power, God, Power Pistol just works great for everything. 9mm, 10mm, 45. I think it's probably one of the best for semi-autos. I think it's one of the best powders there is. Dale agrees.
We got a bunch of Power Pistol with that Republic ammunition too.
You got bigger jugs, like 4 and 8 pounders.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to get me at least a 4-pounder.
Well, 2A for USA out there is a reloader. He said he uses Power Pistol. Good for the price. I just bought a big jug of Power Pistol a couple weeks ago. I'm set for a while. I got a heck of a deal on it, so I grabbed it.
I've got some Clay's Hasbro, but it's designated for shotgun stuff.
Ooh, look at that. Chad got an 8-pounder of H4350.
Yeah, he put his satchel down for that.
Yes, he did. And that H4350 goes, well, he's loading it in 6 Creedmoor, but 8 pounds sounds like a lot, but it doesn't take long when you're loading 6.5 Creedmoor with it.
Come on, Mark Thomas.
Let's see. Hasbro said Bullseye Clays 380. Okay. OL1 guys out there. Happy New Year to you, man. Thanks for stopping by. Chad said I gave him a double shout out. Well, that's all right, Chad. It'll happen. All right. So we covered Milsurps. We've covered best powder for 45. Tread said WT31 is a great all-around powder for most all pistol cartridges. I've never tried that one.
I haven't either, and we got it at the shop. we got so many different ones. I mean, if I bought every one of them, I wouldn't know which one to use with what. You know?
I don't know if this is a fair question for you guys, but what's kind of the powder you don't like? Because I don't want to call out any manufacturers or anything, but I have some ammo. It shoots just fine, but when I go to pick up my spent brass, it'll just turn my hands black. I mean, you know, I'm sure it's a certain powder.
Yeah, you're not getting some powder's just dirty.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes that doesn't mean it's a bad powder. I mean, it might perform well. It's a dirty powder. I bought a pound of Clean Shot over at Gene's shop, and it didn't work very well for me, but I'm telling you what, when they call it Clean Shot, that stuff is clean. That brass looks like it's still polished when you pick it up off the ground. Pretty good burning powder there, but
I haven't tried any of that. I haven't brought any home.
I wasn't a fan. You might want to stay away from it, to be honest with you. I mean, as much 9mm as you load, and that's what I used it for. That's not a good option. I'll put that video out here pretty soon. I got it done. So
yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, Bald said Tight Group is dirty, but a good all-around powder. Yeah, it's super dirty, but it does work well. I mean, there's a lot of competition shooters shooting Tight Group. Tommy Boy said HS6 works great, 38, 357. That's good to know because it doesn't work worth a crap in 10mm.
10 millimeters, since I've started reloading, I've always went to power pistol.
Yeah, it's about all and long shot works really good for 10, but yeah, I think power pistol's probably the best powder out there for 10 mil.
I think that Shooter's World Ultimate pistol is real comparable to it. I was using it when I shot Handgun Nationals, and it was clean. I didn't have to pack the case full to hit power factor.
Yep, Bam and Dad, that's my favorite. That's my favorite powder for 9 millimeter. But I shouldn't say it's my favorite. It's my favorite powder for my competition rounds and my just plinking rounds. But for like my hollow point stuff and stuff I'm pushing hard, I like to use power pistol for that. But I love CFE pistol. It's a great powder. 2A for USA says H110 is his favorite for magnums.
That's the best. That's the benchmark.
So Bald likes clean shot. All right. I didn't have any luck with it, but maybe I'll revisit it. James Pugh loves CFE pistol. The other thing I like about CFE pistol, it seems like every gun store I go to, they have it. It's always there. Oh, here's a good one. Tommy Boy said he shot over 8 pounds of Smith & Wesson auto pistol powder over the last 4 years of 9 millimeter. It's very close to 231 or HP 38.
It's Shooter's World auto pistol.
Okay. Oh, is that the one you were talking about, Gene?
No, it's the Ultimate pistol.
Okay.
And it runs good. I really like that Ultimate pistol. I wish we could get more of it.
DJ, you're more than welcome, man. It's been a fun show. I just wish Serge I wish his internet was working. We were having a great conversation with him. But, we'll get him back on. Have a good night, DJ. There is a powder that I have never tried. I've never tried any of their powders.
I've got 2 different kinds of Vitivori. And I've used one of them and have not used the other.
How many powders do they have? Do they have quite a few or just a couple?
No, they've got a whole range. I'd say, Gene, wouldn't you say at least 20?
What's that? I'm sorry. I was reading the side chat.
Are we talking about Shooter's World or Vitivori?
Vitivori.
Vitivori's got a full line, yeah. The Shooter's World are Lovics, like Bald says, made in Czech Republic, and it's good stuff. Vitivori is made, I think, in Finland, where they make the Sako rifles, Sako.
The Psycho rifles?
Yeah.
Well, they are finished.
Yeah.
Rich B's got a question. He says CFE is good for 9 ? Yes. Well, I mean it's great for 9 millimeter. That's pretty much all the videos I put out on my channel. I'm shooting Steel Valley bullets with the CFE pistol. I load those by the thousands with CFE pistol. But when I do my hollow points and my defense rounds, I tend to lean more towards power pistol because I can get power pistol you can push more velocity and get better groups than you can with CFE pistol. For me, CFE pistol is just a good all around powder for your plinking rounds. They're accurate. They're accurate enough. But I think power pistol just has that tendency to push that bullet a little faster and tighten those groups up a little bit.
I was going to say that my limited experience with reloading 9mm, I use CFE pistol when I want a little more velocity, but when groups is what counts, I use tight group. But somebody else in the side chat made a good point that tight group is so small of a case capacity that it's easy to double charge it. You get that's really bad. We don't want to do that.
And I think I've had that argument. Well, I don't want to say it's an argument. It's just comments come up to me with a lot of people in the USPSAs. They prefer the tight group because they can load more rounds with it than what I can load with CFE pistol. But if you double charge CFE pistol, you're probably going to have it coming out of the top of the case. But with tight group, sometimes that's not the case. So,
especially with 9mm and 40.
Yeah,
40 more so than 9.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with it. Rich wants to know, is CFE pistol good for any other calibers? I don't know if I've ever tried it with anything else. I think I might have tried it with 45, maybe. I couldn't tell you how it did.
I tried it with 40 with some 200 grain semi-wad cutters.
Do all right?
Yeah, fared really well, man. The recoil was very manageable. I loaded them stout. It was clean burning, and they were fairly accurate.
Brandon, why don't we make that a topic tomorrow night on Georgia Shooting Connection?
Speaking of that, I got the house to myself tomorrow night, Jamie. So I would love to come on if you would have me on.
Oh man, you get a link every Friday night, dude.
All right. Well, I'm looking forward to it.
But I will tell Brandon this: the first thing you buy, whether you've made the decision to start or not, if you're just thinking about it, if you're seriously considering it, go buy yourself a reloading manual.
Mm-hmm.
And read that front part of the book. If you open it up and you're into the reloading data, you're going too far. Go back to the beginning of the book.
Could somebody throw a link for me, if you wouldn't mind, for Brandon for the Georgia Shooting Connection so he can go over there and subscribe, and then he can hang out with us over there tomorrow night?
I reckon I can find that.
I have not tried any Lehigh bullets yet. I need to. I talked to those guys at NRAM. I was in the same hotel where they were at. I need to get a hold of them. I'll hook back up with them out at SHOT Show. Brandon, we'll get you a link, man. There you go. Brandon, Ron's got the link out there. Just click on that. G's got it out there for you. So does Val.
Everybody beat me, didn't they?
Yep. Gizzard's got it out there. Just click on that link and hit subscribe, and then that's where we'll be at tomorrow night at 8 o'clock Eastern. We'll see you tomorrow, Chad. Have a good night, buddy.
Good night, Chad.
Well, it's 9:45. There's Brandon. He said he'll be there tomorrow night. Awesome. Kyle's used Lehigh Defense bullets. Man, they're super cool people too. I got to hook back up with them when I get out to SHOT.
Bama Dad, I have that book autographed by the author.
I haven't ever read that one.
Robin Sharpless is the CEO of Reading Reloading. So you got to know that all the products are going to be Redding stuff, of course. But
So Wilson Combat bought out Lehigh's.
Yeah.
I see them together over at NRAM in Indy.
Yeah, their booths were side by side. Pretty cool. They're good people too. I had a few beers with them about every night after the NRAM show. Cool people to hang out with. James said the ABCs to Reloading is a good book to read. All right. Well, it is 9:47, so we're going to work our way around the panel, do our plugs, say our goodbyes, and we will be back here next Wednesday or next Thursday night. I got to quit that. Got to quit saying Wednesday night. So, Gene, let's kick it off with you, brother. What do you got coming up, man?
Oh, what I got coming up? Let's see. I got a Safe Queens episode coming back out again. I've been really slacking on making those. I've had a couple pieces to do, but well, you know life. But thanks for having me on tonight. Great chat, lots of good subject matter. Side chat was really kicking it out there with some funny stuff and some informative things. So I just want to tell everybody have a great weekend. And if you can, join us tomorrow night on the Georgia Shooting Connection. We always have a good time on there and good subjects. That's all I got.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate you being here. And we are going to move on to Gizzard Gary.
All right. Well, thanks for having me on my channel. Let's see, tomorrow night would be. That will be the beginning of season 6 of Foul Territory, episode, I believe, 247, if I'm not mistaken. That's at 9 p.m. Central Time. We'd love to have you. Great show. Again, thanks for having me.
Glad you're here, Gary. Well, we'll talk in the back chat about next week's show. So, all right, Jamie, we're going to move down to you, brother. What you got coming up?
man, thanks for having me on tonight. I enjoyed meeting our guest tonight. I hate his internet didn't work out. I've got 3 videos in the works right now, and it's just a toss up as to which one gets done first. So, kind of be watching for a JH586 video. And tomorrow night, Georgia Shooting Connection, we'll be talking about the least we can get by with to start reloading. And I think we've done that topic several times, but it's always interesting and fun. So I guess you did, Jason. But anyway, thanks for having me, and I'll see all you guys tomorrow night. Gary, you can come too if you want.
Get Gary in there for about an hour, couldn't we? That'd be fun. Oh, thanks for being here, Jamie. I appreciate you being here each week. So, Hillbilly, we're moving on to you, brother. What you got coming up?
Hey, man. Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it so much. Just enjoyed the whole night. Hopefully Serge can be back on sometime. His channel's great. So go there and check that out along with, the rest of the panel here. And, man, what I got coming up, I've been kind of feeling down the weather and, having a few things going on. So I've not been very active this last week or so. But, getting better, and we're going to be hitting it hard. I have, another dagger lower coming from PSA. If you watch like my last few videos, got the compact, and so now I got the full frame version coming, the S series, and so I'm going to be doing some comparison. on those, they take the same slide, which is awesome. So the compact didn't quite fit my hand like I wanted it to, but it still shot great, good gun. So anyway, we're going to be comparing them with the PSA Dagger now, the S frame, the full size hand grip on that one. So that's going to be exciting to come out, and and I don't have to switch my optics or nothing. Just switch the slide. That's going to be great setup there. On Saturday night, Guns, Beer, and Therapy, we got another great show coming up. We got Moondog's going to be there as a guest again, in which he's there quite a bit, but he has a great giveaway that he's going to be doing tomorrow night. So he's dropped a few videos, tagged my name in them and stuff, and so you're going to check those out so you'll be ready for Saturday night. Great giveaway you're not going to miss there. Another great one. And of course, man, I just appreciate everybody. An hour before my show, actually, Brooke Cheney comes on, so make sure you check out her show. And again, after my show, you got Saturday Night Mouse Party with Foss. So anyway, great weekend lined up with Friday night and Saturday night. I'm excited.
Well, Hillbilly, thanks for being here, brother. Always appreciate you being on. Oh, look at that. Chris Lang just hit 500 subs. Super
Awesome,
cool.
buddy.
That's good to know, man. Awesome. Well, you deserve it, man. You've been putting out a lot of videos. So, real quick before I say goodbye here, I want to say hi real quick. Chicago Mike the Shooter just jumped in. I also want to say hi to Zach from Quest for the Perfect Load. He jumped out there. I'm going to get to hang out with him out at SHOT Show. And we definitely do not want to not say hi to Vanessa Kitty before we get out of here. So Vanessa, thanks for being here. And what do I got coming up? I'm going to be on the Georgia Shooting Connection tomorrow night. So I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully heading to the range first thing in the morning with the new SAR 9 SOCOM. I'm itching to shoot that gun. We will be back here next Thursday night for the SHOT Show pregame show. I'm not doing it the next Thursday because that night I'm going to be over on Devin's show from Spectre Solutions. We're having his 1,000 subscriber party. So I will make sure everybody has links to that next Thursday night here. And hopefully you guys will all come over and join us over on Devin's chat Thursday night. And I think he's having it at the exact same time. So other than that, that's what we got coming up. And that's all I got. Say goodnight, everybody. We love you all. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. And we will see you back here next Thursday night at 8 Eastern. Good night, everyone.
Night, y'all.